Hello. My name is Kallista, and welcome back to the Shapeshifting Detective. In the last episode, we were getting through this chapter at quite a decent pace. The only people we have left to shapeshift into are the Chief and Violet. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to turn into both, because at the beginning of the chapter, it did start off with the mysterious gentleman from the beginning of the game basically saying that your shape-shifting ability isn't infinite. You only get so many goes at this. So I don't know if I pick one, will be locked out from the other. And I am going to go with Violet because I've been going from right to left and I'd rather be methodical. If we did miss out on some important clue, that would be, it'd be rather unfortunate, but you know, I'll know for future chapters, hey, I have to be selective. So yeah, let's go for Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet.
Now let's see who is available.
This, combined with the moon's low gravity, a lack of sun.
Nothing with Bronwyn, okay.
Had gone so far to affect his physical appearance.
This
He
chapter
had even
has been a
started to
little
avoid mirrors.
shorter than the previous.
I changed your sheets last night, and you weren't here.
Oh. To be honest, Rain doesn't really have an alibi. To be honest, none of the tarot readers really have alibis. We've learnt that Lexi and Bronwyn lied that they were in the same room. Bronwyn was doing some kind of phone reading, so if she's logged in for that, then she has a semi-alibi, but Lexi doesn't, and Rain's alibi was that he was reading alone in his room. Ooh. I mean, this could just make him suspicious of Violet. If he doubles down and says, no, I actually was in my room, you never entered, what are you talking about? Getting his reaction would be interesting.
That's impossible. I was in that room praying the entire time, and those sheets have definitely not been changed, I can assure you. Are you trying to frame me?
Oh, he took that in stride, though. When we've been shape-shifting into Bronwyn, I feel like we've been making him very nervous. Maybe it's because he knows Bronwyn so well. You know, he can very easily pick up, hold up, that isn't something that Bronwyn would normally say. What is that? Whereas Violet, she's basically a stranger. And she's very friendly with the Chief, so he can... I think it'd be easier for him to sweep that under the rug as like, oh, the Chief's got Violet to spy on us, you know, something like that.
It's clear that this hole was not a natural formation.
Oh, Lexi's gone.
The hole was drilled, or otherwise created, over 50 million years ago.
Violet.
And nothing with him. I know we're going to have stuff to talk with Rain about when we turn back into Sam, because, you know, Bronwyn gave him the go-ahead to talk with us about the Traveller,
Would determine how... They had been doing this for the last 14 days, much to Dimitri's growing
let's see if we can turn
frustration.
into the Chief.
At this point...
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief Dupont.
Well, everything seems to be okay. The camera might have shook for longer than it has before, however... Interesting.
Are we really planning to do the same thing while expecting different results?
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me?
Oh. Who the hell is Mr. Hedges? This is not a name we've heard before. Oh. That did sound like a threat, but... Oh, Oh, god damn. I don't know what to go for here. Because I want to know who Mr. Hedges is. I want to know... I want to know what she's got on the chief, but... if we ask, then presumably she's going to be like, why are you asking that? Like, that makes no sense. Why? Of course you know who Mr. Hedges is. I want to know who Mr. Hedges is, but it's the more suspicious answer, so...
Excuse me? Of course not. We just agreed that with the meds I'm on, stuff like this might get out. Remember?
The 3 other scientists standing behind the table with monitoring equipment each gave him a nod.
Can we go back? No, she's gone.
Into the depths. Dr. Sheffield, do you read me?
The heck
Dimitri
is
was
Mr.
startled by the
Hedges?
sudden voice in his ear.
What
He'd
is...
almost forgotten about the earpiece he was wearing. Yes, Dr. Utani, I hear you loud and
Oh,
clear.
that was
he replied.
intriguing.
All right, we're going to accelerate your descent a bit.
That
Otherwise
was
you'll be here all
intriguing.
day.
I can't tell if...
Dr. Utani sounded tired.
If she did
Besides,
something
we don't want you
to
down
Mr.
there any longer than
Hedges, if
necessary.
Mr. Hedges is
Neither do
a
I,
product of
thought
her
Dimitri.
imagination, and
Even in the moon's low gravity, he could feel his stomach drop.
maybe
as the descent
Mr.
quickly
Hedges is a
accelerated.
personality of
Dr. Utani
violence
checked
that
in with him at regular
comes
intervals
out,
to confirm that
you know,
their
when she
communication was
blacks
still
out,
working,
Mr. Hedges
and
takes
to notify
over.
them of the depth of
Oh,
his descent.
that
200
could be
meters,
anything.
300
Oh.
meters, 400, 500, 600,
I kind of wish I'd asked who
700.
Mr. Hedges was. Damn.
nearing the end of the rope now.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief Dupont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
She's so pissed at us.
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once?
We know when she met him. It was this morning, so just a few hours after the death. I feel like if we go with just the once, she's probably going to get defensive, you know, and be like, oh yeah, of course it was just the once. What are you accusing me of? Whereas, when did you meet him? Which is far less accusatory. She might be more willing to be like, okay, it was at this time. He came to me for this reason. I feel like she'll get into the nitty-gritty of the meeting.
When did you meet him?
This morning.
What did you talk about?
The weather and some other things which I'm not at liberty to discuss. Feel free to ask him, though.
Yeah, she believes he came to her to speak to Dorota's ghost. However, we know that the chief asked Oscar to get into Bronwyn's room, presumably to either look or plant evidence.
Come back up. He placed the piece of paper over the etchings and proceeded. All of the writing took longer than he would have liked. It wasn't easy to...
Nothing with Rain or Lexi,
so the work was
okay?
tedious and fiddly. Yet the soft scratching on the pencil...
Chief Dupont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
Oh. I'm looking at this one.
Did Dorota collect coins?
That is an interesting theory. The coin could have come from within Dorota's own house. If you can't remember, Dorota was found with a gold coin in her mouth, and that has been held back from the press. The only people who know about that are the police, Sam, and the killer. And we were expressly told, don't tell anyone about that. Don't tell anyone. Because if someone slips up speaking about a coin, then we'll know, hey, you're the killer, because we didn't tell anyone. Oh, that is interesting. If the coin came from a collection Dorota owned. Ooh. I mean, back in ye olden days, coins were often put into, the mouths of the deceased or over a deceased person's eyes, so that they could pay the ferryman to take them across the River Styx, or whatever version of that a culture had. So either someone is trying to make a call back to that, it's a mythological reference, or if it was a collection that Dorota owned, potentially the killer could be trying to make a statement of, you owned these coins, now I shove them down your throat. I'm choking you on your love of wealth, perhaps. On your greed, your hubris. He's gonna ask why. He's gonna ask, why are you asking that question? I'm gonna make the assumption that if Dorota did have a coin collection, the police would have noticed that. They would have noticed, hey, we have this coin collection and there is a coin missing. And oh, what's that? There's a coin in her mouth. I presume someone would have fit those clues together, so we're not going to ask it.
You said Rain might be worth investigating too? That he didn't have an alibi. What about the other one? Lexi?
You can check her out too.
Oh! On one hand, I want to go with the bottom one. Because this guy is fucking creepy. I don't like him. He gives me weird vibes. His girlfriend... She was only his girlfriend of a few months. And... I'm gonna be honest, he didn't seem to have any romantic feelings towards her. He had sexual feelings towards her. They enjoyed a physical relationship and he liked that, but he doesn't seem all that beat up. He isn't behaving in a way that I would expect if, the person I love has died. Oh my god, I would expect more tears. He's acting more like, oh shit, my fuck buddy passed away. God damn, I'm gonna have to get a new one now. Shit, he's acting more inconvenienced than inconsolable. So on one hand, I don't want him going near Lexi. He's creepy. But on the other hand, that's... how do I put it? We have an interest in Lexi. But it feels a lot like... How do I want to word this? Oh, you can't see her. You can't see her. She's ours. I'm worried that it's veering onto the edge of that. We are going from, hey, this guy is kind of creepy, we don't want him dicking about Lexi, to, oh, no, you can't see her. You can't see her. She's ours. And Lexi seems like a perfectly capable lady. I don't think this guy's a rapist or out like that. I don't think he'd try and force himself on Lexi. And if Lexi doesn't want to sleep with him, then she'd say no. Also, we're not even in a relationship with Lexi. If she wants to fuck this man, then that's none of our business. We have an interest in her. We don't own her. The chief would be advising him to check her out too, so...
I'm not sure I'll be able to wrangle my way into all of the bedrooms tonight, but I'll try.
God damn it.
Bronwyn is still prime suspect.
I know, I agree. Because she tipped you off. If I manage to get into her room, what am I looking for again?
Anything that ties her to the murder.
Shit. You're going to break and enter. No. No, he's trying to get a date with her, hoping that it will lead to sex, and she'll say, hey, come back to mine. And then, once the deed is done, maybe she'll take a nap. And he'll look around for something. He's not gonna break in.
Okay. That sounds easier said than done, though.
We shouldn't be encouraging this. We really shouldn't be encouraging this.
Dr. Remington looked at the others in confusion, then at Dimitri. How did you know?
Oh dear.
Dimitri snapped back to reality.
That's gonna end badly.
We've had this conversation.
Okay, return to Sam.
I remembered what those writings meant, he said, as he...
And anything new? Why can't we ask who Mr. Hedges is? I want to know.
Dimitri's shoulders slumped as his gaze dropped to the...
Tell me about the Ouija board.
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy.
Energy and what metaphysical things? I would assume by metaphysical she means, mystical gubbins, like the tarot. I'm drawn more to the top one. Energy?
Everything is energy. You, me, that chair. If you focus hard enough on something, you attract energy, like an electrical current that connects A to B and lights up a bulb.
Okay.
Perhaps the others were right. Perhaps it was all just in his head.
Now then. Oh, what? What? Why can't... Bronwyn, we lied. We lied and told him to tell us about the Traveller. What? Excuse you?
He couldn't wait to go back home.
What?
Later. Whispers
I'm
in the
so
darkness.
confused by that. Maybe we'll be able to ask
He
him in the
didn't bother
next
turning
chapter.
on the light this time.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief Dupont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
No, I want to go back and visit Oscar and the Chief.
Vanessa, and now I was literally holding a smoke.
Oh, hey. We can finally ask. I'm gonna get to that. Oscar was playing football last night.
Yep, that's what you told me too. Not a suspect.
Fair. Who is Mr. Hedges?
Violet told you about Mr. Hedges?
No, well, I mean, she did, kind of. We heard it from her. Yes.
Mr. Hedges was one of August's homeless. Actually, probably our only homeless person. We're pretty well off here.
Okay. Is that his actual name?
No, we called him Mr Hedges because, well, that's where we found him.
Yeah, I want to know what happened. What happened?
I asked Violet to put him up one night, and of all the nights he could have died, he croaked it at the guest house.
And then you buried him?
No, of course not. That's what Violet thinks, but I just drove him off to the morgue and had him processed. Don't tell Violet that, though. We need her on our side.
Oh. Okay. That is suspicious, however... If he were homeless and if he were in very bad condition, then that could be a coincidence. That could be just a genuine coincidence that, he was very ill. He wasn't doing so well. They found him in a hedge. And, they thought, we'll give him a nice, safe place to sleep for a night. And that was the night he happened to kick the bucket. Although, why would the chief allow Violet to think, oh yeah, I'll find some place and bury him? Like, why not just say, no, I'll take him down to the morgue and, have it taken care of there? That sounds perfectly innocent. Like, God, what do we want to do about this? What do we want to do about this? I've got to be honest, I don't really trust the chief all that much. He is actively trying to implicate the tarot readers. Like, he wants them to be guilty. It's not that he suspects them, he wants them to be guilty because they are outsiders and they deal in things he doesn't understand. I'm more inclined to side with them than the chief, so you know what? We're going to get rid of this.
You're just going to sit there and fidget?
What can I say? I'm a fidgeter. Don't judge me. I don't feel like we need to go over things. I think I've got a pretty good handle on everything.
So, Robin's had this dream recently. I'm looking through an album of family photos. But I don't recognize anyone in the photos. I'm trying to remember their names, but I can't. And then I realized that my family are all... It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief Dupont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Yep, we can head on to the next chapter.
Full emotions from the past.
And there we can visit Zak.
Now, the photo albums,
If you have anything else on Zak Weston, let me know.
Zak was taking boudoir photos of Dorota.
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two there.
Again, why are you assuming they're for anyone? Maybe she wanted to put them up on her bedroom walls and say, damn, look at how hot I am. Look at how sexy I am. I am fine. Like, just because a girl is getting dressed up or taking sexy pictures of herself, it doesn't mean they're for someone else. Women can dress up because They want to feel sexy. Like, no ulterior motive. Like, she could have been doing it for herself. Maybe they were for Oscar, maybe they were for someone else. Her and Oscar's relationship did seem to be a primarily sexual one. There didn't seem to be any kind of deeper emotional connection. So maybe she could have took the pictures for him? Maybe they were for Oscar?
Perhaps go and ask him about it?
Okay, fair dues.
By the Raw Geek.
Do you know Zak Weston?
No? Who's that?
He's a photographer. He took photos of Dorota. Oh, let's not... He took photos of Dorota is a little too inflammatory. He's a photographer.
Never heard of him.
Oh, God. I feel like this could set him off, but... Again, because I can't delete it, I'm inclined to ask it. Did Dorota show you her boudoir photos?
Her what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Can I see them? No, I mean professional photos. We're not gonna ask to see her nudes. We don't need that. No, I mean professional photos.
I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zak Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Oh, God. We've caused a fight. We've caused a fight. Admittedly, this guy doesn't look the strongest, but depending on what Zak is like, he might be a total beefcake. We might have just gotten, we might have sent Oscar into a situation where he's going to get his ass handed to him.
Of his 249th...
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
I don't know if this guy's particularly muscular, however, he does have some very broad shoulders. I think this guy could probably beat up Oscar. Are you Zak Weston? You're friends with Violet Gallica. Where were you last night? Let's go from the top. Are you Zak Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
I'm working with Chief Dupont. The Shores hired me. Our cover is that we're a private eye, and you're hired by the Shores. The Shores hired me.
The Shores? Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
Mate, I get what you're doing. You're trying to pretend you never met the girl, but you're not doing it very well. You've never met Dorota?
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
This guy seems so smug, but I'm like, why? What for? You photographed Dorota?
For the August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Did she come to the studio?
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
Not only does that mean he knows where she lived, it also means he knew the inside layout of her house. Maybe not where her bedroom was, but... I'm sorry about that, excuse me. What was I trying to say? He would have probably at least known the ground floor layout. Or if she had a music room, higher up in the house, he could have potentially traversed, all throughout her home. Ooh. it's an interesting point, but it's probably just going to make him defensive. It's something for us to know. We don't have to ask about it, though, I think.
Nisha was a reporter. She can confirm all this.
Okay. Was that the only time you met Dorota?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
Pictures of Dorota. The most obvious answer. Why do I feel like he's gonna say something sexist? Why? Why do I think like he's gonna say something like, "Oh, a girl who's gagging for it, but like won't put out." Oh, of course she's got her legs wrapped around the cello. That's how you play a fucking cello. If these are the boudoir pictures that Violet was going on about, then they aren't boudoir pictures. It's just her and a cello. Like, yeah, she's got a low-cut top, but like that, what? What do you see?
I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
I don't like that look he gave to the camera. I don't like that at all. This is... No. No, I'm getting such bad vibes from most of the men in this game. God damn. And you know what? I'm gonna leave off right here. In the next one, we continue questioning Zak. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.